chances along with the missed opportunities. During this time, he found the voices of the dead helpful, wise as they were, outside time and the fretfulness of human existence. They gave him perspective, the ability to turn off the constant torrent of minutiae he was trained to glean from his environment. Wedded to Parachute, a massive corporation even by the standards of the gig economy, he was, on the surface, indistinguishable from a field agent in the employ of any clandestine government agency. But the truth was, Parachute was an animal of an altogether different nature, and working for it was a blessing for someone like Armistead, who could not abide bureaucracy and the fools who made it their life's work. Parachute was richer, more powerful, and far more influential than any government on Earth. Its internal patterns, rules, and code of ethics were set by Marsden Tribe, the company's founder, himself an eccentric. He had over 1 million avid Twitter followers. Often, his tweets moved the equities markets. It was through his eccentricities that he created the revolutionary breakthroughs in quantum computing that formed the foundation of the present company. Before Tribe, quantum computers needed to be cryogenic, using qubits requiring a temperature of around minus 460 degrees Fahrenheit to operate, a lethal environment for humans. Somehow Tribe got his quantum computers to work at 30 degrees Fahrenheit, moving an infinite number of qubits 100 times faster than all those lagging him in the field. This was the first in a long line of proprietary breakthroughs. In other words, Tribe had ensured for Parachute a wide and unassailable business moat. Subscriptions to its online software suites were in ultra-high demand by the largest, deep-pocketed corporations across the globe. Tribe refused to sign a single nation-state client. He had also resisted the calls to take Parachute public. The infusion of money this would bring meant nothing to him. Total control meant everything. The thought of Marsden Tribe reporting to a board was ludicrous. Armistead was himself a nonconformist, who Ben Butler, his control at Parachute, appreciated and deployed to maximum effect. Truth to tell, he wasn't that happy with Butler being his control. Butler was a cripple and, in his opinion, a depressive. Armistead didn't like being reminded of one of the worst outcomes of a career in the field. Death he could handle, but being a cripple? Nuh-uh. These thoughts ran through his mind in a fraction of a second as he watched a slim man make his way along one of the aisles parallel to the one Armistead himself was on. He was dressed for the chilly December weather in an overcoat, a charcoal wool suit, pale blue shirt, and paisley silk tie. He had a prominent nose, slicked back hair, and carried a clutch of fresh white lilies wrapped in green paper in one hand. The man never so much as glanced at him, which was a tell in itself. No field agent worth his salt would check out his target directly. Armistead felt his muscles tense in response to the perceived threat. He stopped to observe a grave marker with a poorly formed wrought iron Christ painted silver, here and there encrusted with rust like cankers on old flesh. Now he was a step or two behind the suit, who continued on as if he were perfectly unaware of Armistead's presence. The only other figure in Armistead's field of vision was Carl, the slender caretaker, earbuds connected to an ancient iPod, wheeling his cart filled with